I see your comment. What the hell? Ketzel, I tried my best, okay? Hi everybody. Thanks for coming to the stream. I tried. You could see my edit on that, okay? It's not working. I did. It just I don't know what happened, okay? Oh, I see what I did. Well, you know what fine, I'll fix it. I hope all of you guys are doing better than me. Oh my god, here you go. Let me see here. I'll edit it on your behalf, Jesus. Why is it doing Don't do that. That's so dumb. Okay. There, you happy? Oh my gosh. Hi everybody. It's me. You know me. I'm here. Um I've been here. It's been a day, y'all. Wait, the hell? Why are we already on a hype train? We just start What happened? Am I reading that wrong? What happened? Hold on a second. Oh, okay, I guess I am. Oh my God, Meta, thank you for subscribing, resubscribing for another month. And oh my God, thank you, Mel, for resubscribing for 3 months. Oh my God, I can't believe you guys. You guys are amazing. Ah, I think that's the fastest I've ever seen a hype train. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I could watch other streamers. I don't do it very often, only because I'm so busy. I say that all the time, but I am so busy right now. I'm hoping that it'll slow down a little bit when it comes to January and February and whatnot. But during November and December, it's a lot. And yes, I am moving around a little bit because I got some tea for myself, so I don't run out of breath and you guys have to deal with that because last stream when we did the Reddit stories, oh my god, my friend reamed me out because I went to D&D and I was like, hey guys, sorry, I'm like exhausted. My voice is a little bit tired. And she's like, I'm not taking that excuse anymore. You need to fucking take care of yourself. And she's like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, why are you not doing that? And like, you should be drinking like with honey and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, no, she reamed me out. She used to be my roommate. Um, she's got a little bit of, I guess, like, yeah. Anywho, yeah, thank you so much for resubscribing. You guys are amazing. Oh my god, I can't believe. Oh my god, I'm at 30 subscribers. How did that happen? I know that's because some people have gifted subs, but like still, oh my god, thank you so much, everybody. Uh, that guy really? What the hell? Why? Okay, well, I'm okay with dork over cute. That's fine. Yeah, it's because I think like it is a lot. Like I think it's because like people keep gifting subs. So like all I imagine though is like people are like I don't really want this sub. Okay, I guess I have it now. But it I mean it benefits me a little bit. Did I do something with the mic? No, why? What's wrong with my mic now? Hold on. It's popping a bit again. Hold on a second. What do you mean you can hear the wind? There's no wind in here. Is this better? I'm literally in my apartment. My breath, that's not the wind. Okay, is that better? Yolati who, is that fine? Say pop. I don't know what it is. I like these headphones. Like these are really good headphones, but um I do like if I'm going to continue doing this, I do think that I probably need like an actual uh like a microphone. Don't tag my I don't know what to get though. Like if you guys have any suggestions for a microphone, let me know. Oh my god, don't do that. Don't uh saying things with like put put is it has p's and t's and o's in it. Um okay. I love these headphones, but yeah, maybe I have to just use them for D&D. But like I love these headphones like cuz like they're comfy and everything. But to be fair, they do get a little uncomfy after doing a longer stream, only because I have big ears. And not just because I'm a goblin, I just have big ears. And I also have an industrial piercing. So that guy. Yeah, these headphones are pretty cheap, but like they're a good quality. Industrial piercing. So industrial piercing, a lot of people don't really. Let me see if I can. I'll find a picture. Just because we're all hanging out right now. Industrial piercing. Let me just add browser. I know, I know. You have this little doohickey on the screen now. Those are industrial piercings. Oh my god, images. What's happening? 1 second. Yeah, what's happening? It's not Google Maps, I know, but like that's not even like my area, so I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna get rid of that. That's a piercing though. That's a piercing. Uh, but yeah, it goes up over the top of my ear in a diangle. Um, if you guys are not part of the server, then you can see actually the industrial piercing that I have. Because on the Discord ping, I fixed it. Oh well, I don't care. I'm not gonna open it up again. But yeah, if you guys want to join the server, Nekai just posted it. But in the server, Meta asked what piercing I had. They were just surprised that I had industrial piercing. I've had it for about a year. Or no, sorry, I've had about 3 years, and I really wanted to get one because that side of my head is shaved. I have a side shave in real life, and it looks really cool. Sorry, like it looks good with industrial piercing. I'm just gonna take a sip of my tea. Oh my god, I just burnt my tongue. Ah. That's too hot. Damn it. You know when you burn your tongue so much that you spit it back out? Damn it. It bit like burnt like the top of my mouth and my tongue. Uh Mine's on my right ear too, Meta. We are matching. Um Hi Cyril. Cyril. I think it's Cyril. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. No, I definitely burnt like the front part of my mouth. Oh no, it's like all around my tongue too. Ah. um I have like a lobe. I have both my lobe piercings, like both my lobes pierced. And I wanted to get a second lobe piercing, but I actually rejected. So I have a bit of a keloid on the back of it. And if you don't know what a keloid is, it's basically a little bit of scar tissue. But it's barely noticeable, but it sucks because like now I want a piercing there and I can't get one there. Oh, that sounds like a cool piercing. Um, Also, my last job sold a lot of piercings, so I know a lot about how to like we didn't pierce there, but we sold a lot of piercings, and like so I learned how people stretch, how like the proper process of stretching their ears, and um like how long certain processes take for piercings, what's the best piercing, things like that. So I have like a mountain of knowledge about that I don't know what to do with. What kind of tea? It's just lemon tea. I used to really love green tea. I love green tea. Um, I love orange pico tea as well. I love a whole bunch of different kinds of teas, but because of my medication, I'm not allowed to have anything caffeinated. So I'm not allowed to have green tea anymore, which sucks. I actually have like some very, very nerdy tea that I'm not allowed to have because it's all black tea. But I got it from what was it called? Like a convention. So let me just see what I have because they're like cool names for teas. I'll post it in the server. If you're not in the server, you won't be able to see this, but I will post it. I have it's from Tea Hippie. They want to sponsor me. That would be great. But Tea Hippie makes a bunch of like cool teas, and they had a bunch of nerdy teas. So I bought um way back when I still have this tea. Tea doesn't go bad, right? I hope it doesn't. I haven't opened it, but from Tea Hippie I got when when all the stuff didn't come up with J.K. Rowling and everything, I got the Gryffindor brew tea, and it's a herbal tea, but it's apple, rose hips, hibiscus, orange peel, sunflower petals, thistle, and natural flavor. Oh, this is caffeine free. I can have this one. But that's the Gryffindor brew. I Nice Hufflepuffs. I have a lot of friends who are Hufflepuffs. I'm definitely a Gryffindor, and I'll tell you why. It's not because it's the main one. I will tell you why in a second. But I also have Sherlock tea. This one's a black herbal tea, but it's elderberries, currants, raisins, hibiscus, black tea, and natural flavor. And then I have Equivalent Exchange green tea. Green. So this one's green tea, peppermint, lemon and lime pieces, calendula petals, sunflower petals, and natural flavors. Does that one summon truth? I will post these in the Discord though. I love. I didn't know that I could drink the Gryffindor one, so maybe I'll drink that soon. Um, but yeah, it looks like they have. They are. Oh, I guess they. I don't know. I thought they were Canadian, but I guess they're not. But anyway, like I had those teas. Yeah. So I took the Pottermore quiz too, but so one of my really good friends, we took the Pottermore quiz, of course. But like one of our friendship started off with like we were coworkers, and we both found out we were huge Harry Potter fans. Again, this was years and years ago, and uh, she was Slytherin and I was Gryffindor, but we still get along. But I found like whenever I took the Pottermore quiz, I would either get Gryffindor or Slytherin, but like I leaned more towards Gryffindor. And this is not a brag. This is like I'm stupid. I'm one of those stupid Gryffindors. And what I mean by stupid Gryffindor is like I'm not like Hermione where I think things through before before I step in. I do things and then I think about the repercussions after. And that's how I'm a Gryffindor because I go flight or fight mood in certain situations. But most of the time it's fight. Yeah, jump first, think later. That's exactly what it is. Hi Shy, welcome to the stream. Hello. Um for example, this is a great example. So my friend who was just like, oh, like I'm a Hufflepuff but that sucks and everything. But there's nothing wrong with being a Hufflepuff. There's not. Like he was a jerk. If you guys remember my first chat stream, this was List Guy. But anyway, I don't think we gave him a name, did we? Did we give List Guy a name last time? I don't remember. But yeah, List Guy. Anyway, I remember me and him. This is why he's a Hufflepuff, and this is John or something. Uh, but I don't like the Harry Potter for author reasons. Fair, that's true. But yeah, List Guy. We were at the transit station, and this was a long, long time ago. And this is a perfect example. But there was a girl who was in the middle, like a little bit, like we were on the sidewalk, and like she was a little bit onto the road, but it was a road that kind of turned into the transit station. Um, so it wasn't like a highway or per se or like a busy road, but like still in the middle of the road. And there was these two guys that were yelling at each other and like basically challenging each other and trying to fight. And I guess they were fighting over this girl, or they found out something or whatever. Like I don't know what it was. I don't know what the situation was. And my friend, this guy, was immediately like, this was also when he liked me. But he was immediately grabbed my forearm and he's just like, "Hey, let's go. Like this is a little bit iffy situation and everything like that." And then me, being a stupid Gryffindor, was just like, "No, no, I need to go see if she's okay." And I shook him off, like I pushed his arm away actually, and I ran into the middle of the road to grab the girl and pull her back with me and be like, "You need to get out of the road." And she was like very frantic and anxious, obviously. And she's like, "Well, they're fighting and like it's all my fault and blah blah blah." And I was like, "I don't care. You need to get out of like if they start fighting, you need to get out of punching range basically." And I was like standing between her and these guys. And after the incident, so many people got mad at me because they were like, "You put yourself in a very dangerous situation. Um and you shouldn't have done that." And I was like, "But," and in my head I was like, "But like she's in danger too." And I'm not trying to be like, "Oh, I was the hero and everything like that." It wasn't that. It was like I was literally not thinking straight. And I was just thinking about her safety when I really needed to think of my own too. Um I do not encourage that kind of behavior. It's just like I'm a stupid Gryffindor. What can I say? And there's been other instances where I have put myself in dangerous way without thinking, and then after I get in trouble for it. Actually, when I was in elementary school, that happened. Um, so I got bullied all throughout like elementary school, and I know some places don't have middle school, but I had middle school, and I got bullied a little bit in high school too. But I had good friends at the time. What I thought was good friends until I'm not friends with any of them anymore. Anywho, but in elementary school, I actually I've told this on our server, but I looked like a boy, and um meaning like I used to have hair all the way down to my waist, but I was a huge tomboy. And I remember I told my mother that, "Hey, I want a boy's haircut." Um, and I would always point out boys' haircuts all the time. And I have pictures of myself getting this boy's haircut. But because I was so young, um, yeah, because I think I mentioned this not last stream, but this stream before. But because I was so young, people actually talked to my mother about like if I was transgender. Nothing wrong with that, obviously. But my mom's just like, "It doesn't matter, like leave her alone, like whatever she wants, like she will tell me." And the main thing was like I never told my mother I am a boy. I always was just like, "No, I'm a girl. I just like short hair and I like go buy like boy clothes." That was the main thing. Um But I got in trouble for going into the girls' washroom because there was like teachers who assumed my gender, which don't do that, but they assumed my gender, and they would be like, "Why are you in the girls' washroom?" And I'm like, "I am a girl," and they're like, "Oh, very funny," and then I would get in trouble, and then I would be like, "Talk to my homeroom teacher," and they're like, "Oh." But speaking of like getting in trouble, so when I was younger, I um we used to I did mention this on a stream. We used to play intense cops and robbers. Like intense cops and robbers, which sounds so silly. But if you haven't heard that, I do have a YouTube channel that has my VODs on it. So you guys can watch previous streams. I don't know if you want to, but anywho, that's there. Um, but anyway, there was a point that I was really good at being a robber. I was really good at getting other people out of jail. Like I would sneak past them, and I was very short at the time and everything. Um, yeah, I can post a link. Um, give me a second. Oh yeah, trapped in the ads. They don't tell me all. One second. Why didn't it tell me I had ads? There you go. Oh my God, Meta. Thank you for gifting a sub to Cove. You're a sweetheart. How dare you not support me, Cove? No, I'm joking. I'm so joking. Cove supports me in so many ways. I don't want them to. I don't want them to give me money. Uh, anywho, I got in trouble. I got myself into trouble in some situation. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription to my YouTube. Thank you. I don't know how to conduct a YouTube channel really, but all my VODs are there because I don't want to lose my work. And I've lost some because I didn't realize that we should do that. Anywho, oh my God, I get so distracted. Uh, but so I was really good at this game. I was really good at cops and robbers, and I was really good at being a robber. And I would go to great lengths to get this, and I was very short at the time too, so I was able to sneak past people and everything. And I was a good liar, like in the sense of like I'm like, "Oh no, I'm a cop. I'm a cop. What are you talking about?" Um uh and this group of like three boys, there was a fourth too, but like um he wasn't involved in this, but there was like four boys and they started bullying me because they were part of the game and they were frustrated that I was good at it, I guess. They all thought I was a boy too. Just to preface that, not that this is good for any situation or anything, and like if this is a little triggering for some people, but like it got a little physical with bullying. Um like just quickly, like they cornered me and they beat me up at one point. And again, they didn't think I was a girl. Um and it was so funny because this is such a stupid thing is that I got brought to the office and I had like a black eye and everything too. And I think that I had like some bruises on my arm and whatnot, but like they basically cornered me, like three guys. And was in elementary school. And again, just to preface that too, but we got brought to the principal's office and then our parents came in, and one of the dads said, "Well, boys will be boys. Why are we here?" And I hate that saying. I hate that saying so much because it's not an excuse like to hurt somebody, right? And it was so funny for the principal to turn around. Now I could laugh at it, but the principal turned and said, "J." They said, like they were like just like they throw something throw something firm but not heavy all at that parent. Yeah. But they were just like, "Celty's a girl." And the look on this dad's face as he like, I remember he grabbed, like, you get such core memories that are so vivid, but I remember he grabbed his son by like the back of the shirt to pull him back in the chair because he was standing behind the chair, pulled him back so that his son was looking up at him. And he's like, "You punched a girl?" And suddenly it was not okay. But yeah, like, that's how much I looked like a boy. But also, that was not the only reason why I got in that situation, is that so it was also like the cops and robbers thing, but it was also because these three boys were like just bullies in general. I don't know why they were let in the game. I guess because they were part of the grade dynamic and everything. But they also picked on other people, and I would be one of the ones that stood up to them, and they were just basically mad at me for always causing a disturbance. Like, they would go up to kids and like take the girls like dolls, or take the guys like cars and everything, and then I would be like, that's not okay. And like, I would either tell on them to, we had these things called supervisors that would go around the playground at lunchtime and recess, just to guard everybody. And like, they didn't do shit. Let me just tell you, they didn't do shit. Um, but like, I would tell them, or I would get their stuff back, and they just got so mad and irritated at me. I do see an incoming ad coming up. In like, oh my god, 5 seconds. I was not a tattletale. I I only when it came to like being mean, when they were mean about it, that's where it drove me nuts. Like, I had a friend named like, I think his name was Nick or something like that, and he had like a helper. He was special needs. Um and he would bring this big pillow dinosaur around with him, and nobody wanted to hang out with him because he was special needs, and I was one of the ones that did. And I'm not trying to brag about that. I was so mad that people weren't hanging out with somebody just because they were a little bit different. Um and yeah, like, these guys were just really mean. Um but the supervisors didn't do shit, cuz and then I would bully the supervisors. Cope, you're going to laugh at this. But maybe a lot of you guys are going to laugh at this. Oh my god. Eclipse, thank you so much for your subscription for 2 months. Oh my god. Resubscribe for 2 months. Thank you so much. Oh my god. You guys are amazing. Um but I used to bully the supervisors because there was this giant hill at my elementary school. Like, it was just made out of gravel, and it's like, it was so annoying to climb up that hill after lunch, to get back up to the school and everything. But what I would do is, like, when the supervisors wouldn't do anything, I'd be like, "Hey, that kid is bullying that kid," and they would have the same attitude as they would have the same attitude as like that dad of like, boys will be boys, or like, oh, people are just playing, or like, they can't prove anything. And so there was a couple times, and I think they like got smart on it, and they got those what are they called, those hooks that they hook into your belt loop after a while. But I took their keys and I ran up the hill. I would take their keys and I would run uphill. So, and you think about like these older supervisors who are taking care of these kids during lunch, and you just see this little shorty grab your keys and run up this giant hill. And that was me. Oh my god, thank you, Elk, for the subscription for 2 months. Oh my god, you guys are amazing. I'm like almost halfway to my subscription goal for today, and like my subscription goal is out of 10. Jesus. But yeah, no, screw those people. Screw those people not taking care of the kids when that was literally their job. And I don't regret it. I don't regret taking their keys and running uphill and then forcing these people to run up after me. Thank you. I'm just gonna call you Darkus because Dark Darkus is just easier to say if that's okay. Or yeah, I can call you Dark. But yeah, thank you. It is now giving me the notification of the ads now, but it's hard because it's like the ads are part of Twitch, but then I'm like I can't. If I did, like I would just wait to tell the rest of the story, but I can't really. I don't want to punish the people who are subscribed either. So I have to figure out the balance between those. Cuz like I don't expect everybody to subscribe. I understand everybody needs to watch their moonies. Um anyway, yeah. Um but no, yeah. The I am cute has always been up on the awards. It used to be you guys were abusing that. That's why. You guys kept making me say it over and over again. I don't like saying it. So yeah, it's a little higher. Uh, God damn it. Elk, shut up. God damn it. You guys suck. Why are you all here? Oh, I did say I was going to explain this. If you guys are not part of the server, please go join. Go support Cove. Even I pay for the server, and I'm a partner. Even I pay for it because I want to support them. Um, but I said on the server like what I was going to explain is that I want to put more effort into my streams. Just at the moment right now, though, like today, this is only a 2.5 hour stream, and I am sorry about that. The reason why is because I have physio on the 2 days that I have off. I work a full-time job in retail. In retail. But I also have to go to physio on my 2 days off a week. And those are the 2 days that I stream. I might go up to 3 streams a week once the Christmas season is over because there's a day on Sundays that we usually close a little bit earlier. But during Christmas, we don't. Hours are actually going to extend starting next week because it's after Black Friday. So yay, we're going to do that. Yeah. But I'm still going to be streaming twice a week until the new year. But yeah, once physio is kind of taken care of, I will be able to do longer streams. Either even like either chat streams like this or gaming streams. Both. Just right now, the streams have to be a little bit shorter just because I have to go over to my physiotherapist and be in pain and then come home. And I'm still kind of in pain for physio today. But I was going to explain it because somebody asked me to explain it. And I said, yeah, while I'm setting up for stream, maybe I can talk about this on stream. But I have actually 3 injuries in my leg from work. I'm currently, I think it's called like compensation with the workplace, but like they cover my physio sessions because it was an injury I got at work. I did not fall off a ladder. I did not get hurt in that way. Mine is a oh my God, soft tissue injury that comes from constantly doing like repetitive motions and being on your feet. It's very common apparently when it comes to retail workers where they don't allow you to sit down unless you're on your break. Yeah, we don't have we have nowhere to sit on. Well, we are on the floor at my work. So last year in November, I was doing the motion of like I would be standing straight, if you can imagine this. I was standing straight at till. And whenever somebody would like to purchase a bag, I would have to bend my right leg down and grab a bag and then straighten back up. And that repetitive motion over Christmas and the holidays caused me to have 3 injuries. Yeah, like I know in like Europe we are allowed to sit. I'm not allowed to sit. So for 8 like I work in an 8.5 hour shift, but like technically it's 8 hours because they don't pay for lunch. But for 8 hours, I'm basically on my feet. And when you think about how busy Christmas gets, 8 hours of constantly leaning down to pick a bag out for a guest over and over and over again behind Till. Yeah, I got a strained injury and I got let me see if I can look it up. I think it's called Itiobal band syndrome. It's IT band syndrome. But it is, if I can get this picture, that'd be cool. And I could just put it on the screen. There you go. So, IT band syndrome is when you get injuries in these two areas. It's in your, shut up. This is an anatomy lesson, Meta. Calm down. But I have the pain in my hip, which makes me feel super old. I have the pain. It goes basically from your hip all the way down to the side of your knee. So that's all on my right side. But I also got right behind the knee. I also got just a strain, like a or a not a sprain, but like a strain injury on my calf. But it felt like it was right behind my knee because that's all the muscle groups are connected. And then what is it called? There's a. I wish I could show you like my actual mouse where I'm pointing, but I can't. But what is it connected to? I'm just gonna draw on this picture. That works. I wish I could just draw. I'm not gonna draw on stream, but like, give me a second. But yeah, I've been dealing with this injury for ever since last November. It's been fantastic. Just fantastic. Where's this picture? Having two screens is rough, y'all. Give me a second. As I draw quickly. To demonstrate. Is that gonna pop up? There you go. That worked. Okay. So if I direct you to the screen here, hi Faith. I'm explaining my injury. But so shut the hell up, Meta. God damn, I'm gonna ban you. No, so my entire leg hurts, emphasized by the red, like my hip all the way down to my knee. Behind my knee, which is the blue, is where I had the strain. And then the green part is, so I thought I had two injuries. And it was only recently, after like almost a year, and no fault to my physiotherapist because she found the two injuries before. But the green part is connected to a different muscle that is also connected to the IT band. And what I feel there is a sharp pain whenever I step up. But give me a second. Just double checking that everything's fine. Okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Why does it say that? Did I get disconnected from the chat? Did I get disconnected from you guys? Did the stream stop? Really hope it didn't. Twitch does that sometimes. Okay. Well, I hope it didn't flatter for you guys. Stream is still up. Okay, thank you. But the green part is what they're kind of working on right now. And it is, yeah, it did reload chat. Okay. But the green part is like, it basically feels like if I use the ladder or if I go up the stairs or if I just put like my weight on that leg in general, it feels like a sharp needle shoves into that spot in my leg. It's not fun by any means. Yeah, it's not fun. Um I also felt that at the top of my hip for a while. It was a sharp pain there. And that thankfully has gone away, and like my thigh pain has kind of gone away. Sometimes it aches, but it's not like before. My blue the blue circle strain injury is completely gone. I just have to make sure to stretch because I'm old. But the green part is still there. And the thing is that my physiotherapist explained this, and I really don't want to do it. So, um, I this is a soft tissue injury. So she has to basically do manual massaging of the area, but like it's not like a nice luxurious massage. It is pushing down with her forearm against my thigh and moving it down, or it's digging with her finger into certain areas. Yeah, it's like deep tissue. It's deep muscle, but it's not. It's like deep tissue. Yeah. Which is very different than muscle. Like I love a deep tissue massage, or sorry, a deep muscle massage. Like give me that all day. I wish I could have one right now. But this is more like this is painful. It's not relaxing, it's painful. And I have to do that twice a week on my days off, which is great. Um, and the sucky thing about like the IT band syndrome injury is because when you're on your feet constantly, it kind of triggers the muscles in your thigh and your knee. But when you sit down too much, you're also still engaging muscles in your hip. So if I sit down too long, then my hip starts acting up. So I'm never comfortable unless I'm laying down, which is fun, especially when you're a manager who works 40 or 40 plus hours a week. Um, but the troubling thing right now is the green part, which I don't know if my physiotherapist has. She said that she would send me an email that would tell me what that muscle is called, but I don't think she has yet. Yeah, no, I don't see it here. But yeah, the thing with deep tissue is it's just very it's very troubling. And like if I worked like as a receptionist, or if I worked as a like even like an artist at home where I'm sitting some of the time and like I can get up and stretch when I want to and I can work out at home and everything like that, which I do have a gym in my building, but I haven't been able to use it really because I'm so much on my feet at work that I'm exhausted when I come home. If I had a job that required me to sit down, even sometimes, even if it was retail in Europe where you're allowed to sit down, I would have been healed by now. But because I have a full-time job where it requires me to be on my feet for 80 or sorry, 40 hours a week, this injury is going to take forever because um, you're basically one appointment a week is to treat the inflammation that builds up from you being on your feet so much. I almost said 80 because I was thinking about like I get paid every 2 weeks, so I didn't mean that. Meta. But when you think about it, you're one sorry, one session is basically treating the flare up from the inflammation of being on your feet. So that's where the manual therapy comes in. And then maybe sometimes if I'm not in that much pain, then I will do I will do the exercising and the stretching. But like also the exercises can hurt too. Um, but yeah, that's why like my schedule is the way it is. I think I can take this off now, right? Yeah, we can take this image off now. But my week looks like this is that uh Monday or like for Monday to Sunday, I work 40 hours as a manager in a very fast-paced retail location. Um and they have changed a bunch of things right before Christmas. All the prices on the shipment is wrong, so we have to reprice everything in shipment. My last shipment was 180 boxes. So it's a lot of work. I've been going in to work. Usually our mall opens at 10 o'clock, and I've been going 11 o'clock on Sundays. But I go in at 8 o'clock in the morning by myself to do shipment by myself for 2 to 3 hours just to get through shipment. So, yeah. Um, and then, so like I work 5 days a week, which is totally normal, totally fine. But then on my 2 days off, I go to physio and then I stream. And streaming is very cool. Like I love streaming. Don't like I love it. But you still have to kind of put some effort into it and you have to like prep for it and you have to like put everything together and everything like that, right? And you know, with me, I have constant scuff, so I have to like put some time into it. So I go to physio, which is further away from me because I used to live around that area. But now I moved, but I still have to go to the same physio, so it takes me about 45 minutes to get there. Be in torture for half an hour, and then 45 minutes to get home, and then I stream for three to 4 hours, right? So I and then streaming is like I guess I do like 8 to 10 hours a week right now. So I'm basically working around 50 hours. If you had a car, would that make it faster? Yes, it would. I'm not gonna lie. I've taken I've mismanaged my time, or I'm like, oh crap, like the bus isn't coming or the train's not coming right now. Crap, what am I gonna do? And I've had to take like an Uber home. um, so I spend like $20 to make sure I get to streaming on time. And I'm like, well, I don't want to make people wait. But and then it's like half an hour drive anyway. Um, yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair. Just to comment on what you said, I try to get my schedule out for my coworkers 2 weeks in advance at least because like people have lives. Um, but yeah, my schedule might be a little bit all over the place for December because also they like to micromanage managers and be like, hey, you should close on this day and you should open on this day when it comes to December. Throughout the year, they don't, but it's so dumb. Like, and this sounds so unfair to me, is that, for example, for Black Friday, which is Friday, it's mandatory for me to work. I have to work Black Friday. So normally I have physio on Friday, and that's why I have like a stream that's a little bit late. I don't know if we're collabing yet or if I'm just going to play something after, but I have to work 8:30 to 5 that day. And um for the Thursday, which I also work, they're like, "Hey, we want you to close that day." So I work 1:30 to 9:30 p.m. on Thursday, and then I have to get there at 8:30 in the morning the next day. Which sucks. Yeah, it's not cool. Um Typically throughout the year, I'm able to do a schedule where I have 2 days off in a row, and it's nice because it's like one day I get to relax, I get to do art, I get to do whatever I want, and then the next day I typically do like my therapy, and then I get my house organized and everything. But right now, because I have to also with physio spread it out, I can't have it 2 days off in a row. I have to have it like Wednesdays and Fridays. Um, I don't have a lot of time to clean my house. Like my house looks so bad right now, y'all. Like it looks so bad. I have clothes all over the floor because I can't get to my laundry. Because like it's like I don't have enough time to relax. But yeah, I actually had a corporate manager tell me, "Oh, well, we don't really want managers to take 2 days off in a row." Where I know for a fact that they have weekends, but they were just like, well, like we know like you like the manager has to be the best in the store and blah 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 and like what it like how are you getting how are you expecting that things are going to get done when you're not around? I'm like, and I remember looking at this woman, I really didn't like her. Thankfully she's not in my district anymore. But I looked at her. She was just like a little thing. She just talked very condescending to me all the time. She talked down to me and like she would like I'm a manager, right? And then she would call and be like, "Hey kiddo, what's up?" And I'm like, "Don't call what the hell? Don't call me that. I'm okay with people calling me kiddo. That's fine. But like not when like a manager is talking to like someone from corporate. That just sounds really demeaning. Especially just the way she talked to me. She just talked down to me. She's like, "This is how we're going to do it." And the way you're doing it is completely wrong. I'm like, bitch, I've been doing this for 10 years. I know what I'm doing. um, but also I remember telling her, it's like, if things are not getting done because I'm taking a weekend, then it's my fault that I didn't hire proper staff and I am not setting the proper expectations for like when I get back. Like I need to be able to have people who got my back, who like I have assistant managers for a reason to assist me. And if they're not doing their job when I'm away, then that's my fault. Like I'm not putting down the law or whatever. And I'm not one of those managers. I promise you, I'm not one of those managers who just like I'm the manager, so what I say goes. I'm not. Once in a while when I have to be like, "Hey, like once in a while I really hate it when I'm like, "Hey guys, you gotta do something like because I'm the manager." I hate even mentioning my title to my staff. Usually like if I do, it's very playful. It's very much to like, hey, can you do this? Can you do this for me? And you're like, well, why aren't you doing it? I'm like, because I'm the manager and I don't want to do it. Like I will do it like that, but I do not like saying what I say goes. I don't like having that mentality. I'm a very much a team effort, and this is what drives me nuts about this injury too. Is like I'm trying to be better at delegating, but I need because that's a part of being management, right? Is to delegate because you can't do everything yourself. But I like doing everything myself. I don't like putting it on other people, and I hate being like, "Hey, I can't use the ladder. Can you go help this customer get this thing down?" Like I hate doing that because I'm not allowed to use the ladder. A manager who leads by example is a manager. Yeah, exactly. Like, and I hate I've told all the new hires lately, I'm like, hey, if you see me sitting down in the back for 5 to 10 minutes, it's not because I'm trying to be lazy or anything. Like I have this injury and I'm required to by my work as well as like um by like the system to like sit down like when I need to. Um because like I don't want people thinking I'm just like a lazy manager. Same thing goes for like if I'm on my cell phone and I'm texting people. Like I'm like I preface by saying, "Hey, sorry, I'm on my phone. I'm texting our district manager or I'm texting another store." Because I don't want them thinking I'm fooling around. Like the worst thing is like seeing your boss just sit and do shit all when you're doing so much work. I'm like I I get self-conscious about a lot of things, but I take pride that I am a hard worker. I have like a hard work ethic, and I take pride that like I try to make my store a very welcoming environment for everybody. I always have a talk with my newer staff. We go through like a list on the board, like about respecting the workplace and everything. And I'm like, hey, most of my staff are LGBTQ. You need to respect them and their pronouns, and we're not going to have an issue. But I, as a manager here, I have put in so much effort. Even when I was assistant manager, I have put in so much effort to make this place a fun place to work. It's still a job. We still have to do things, but like I don't want you to ever fear coming to work, and I never want you to feel uncomfortable at work. A lot of us have our pronouns on our name tags, so please, like if don't make me call HR for a certain reason. Don't make me be a bad boss. Don't make me not even a bad boss, but don't make me be a mean boss or like somebody who has to lay down the law. Just be nice, be respectful. Meow me, who knows how to do about 85% of operations a store, and they are tight gripped with raises. And I was even offered promotion once a few years ago, and they immediately gave it to someone. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. That's awful. I hate that for you. I can explain a little bit about, like, I'm not going to right now because like an ad's going to start in 30 seconds, but like once the ad's over, I'll tell you some tea about my work and about my promotion. I don't mind. Hopefully they don't find this stream. No, but I will not I will not list where I work. Um just because I'm not going to dox myself. Sorry guys, I'm not going to dox myself. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Okay, now we're in the ad. So, all you subscriptions, what can we talk about with like the ones who don't subscribe? Let's talk shit about them. No, I'm joking. I'm so joking. I'm joking. You shush. I will say something funny though. So I should post this in the chat too. But like my coworker, uh, they they gave me their 2 weeks last week. It's actually their last day today, and I really love this coworker. And she gave me a rose yesterday. It's a purple rose. Because she's going to be working in a flower shop now, and I'm so happy for her because like a flower shop apparently is a trade. And I'm like, that sounds so cool. I want to go into that trade. So she went into schooling for this. But it's this beautiful purple rose. Um, but chat. Okay. Also, like she told me to get this magnet that we saw one day, in another store that said, "Chat, is this real life?" Because like she's like, you're a streamer now. You should do that. Yeah, my workplace doesn't have one location, but it doesn't have a lot of locations. So that's where I'm like, maybe when I quit, once I eventually quit, I will tell you, and then you're always going to be like, oh my god, um, because I think they have like a lot of locations in the states compared to Canada. I don't know how that works. Um, but no, as like a funny thing, so because she was leaving today, I was working with her yesterday, and she cried and she gave me a hug, and I said, I wish you all the best on your future endeavors and everything. She gave me this beautiful rose, and I wished her the best. And but because she was leaving today, yesterday she was inappropriate. And she was making all these jokes that she's not allowed to make. Because she's just like, what are you going to do? Fire me? And I was like, you can't say that. So, one of them, and we get pretty rowdy at my work. We jokingly say all the time, like, I'm going to call HR on you. And it could be like my coworker pushes a little bit or brushes past me to grab something. And I'm like, you touched my shoulder. I'm calling HR on you. What the hell? Like, things like that. Um, we just fool around like that. But like we were collapsing boxes yesterday, and I couldn't believe she said this to me. Um, she folded a box in half, and then I took it and I folded it into thirds. And this girl looks at me and she's like, damn, I wish you could fold me like that. And I was like, you can't say that. You can't say that. I'm your manager. No, don't do that. And she's like, I could say, what are you going to do? Fire me? And I was like, God damn. Oh my God. Oh, now we're out of the ads though. I can tell you a little bit of tea. So, like I said, I've been working for this company for a long time. And last year, my manager got promoted and he was still above me. He became district manager and I was still manager. Or sorry, uh, backpedal a little bit. So I became co-manager with him, um, because he was training to get promoted. And so I did most of the work as co-manager. I was basically managing the store. And then he went on baby leave. And then I was still getting paid as co-manager, even though I was the only manager there for his baby leave. And it was during like November to December. Oh my God, Mao. I guess she could have. But anyway, so I was co-manager, and then my manager, who I've always had a good relationship with, got promoted, and I was like, good for you. I'm just happy for you, and blah blah blah. And then he made the mistake of telling me that they haven't interviewed anybody else for the position because they really want me to be the manager. They're like, we can't see this location without you. Like, you've been here for a long time, and like you've been basically taking care of the store. And I was like, and I was like thinking about it, and I really didn't want it. Let me tell you, like, this company is pretty good, but like, and I love my coworkers and everything, but like, when you've been in retail for 10 years, you kind of want to get out. And like, I was trying to apply at other places, but the job market sucks. And I didn't want to go into another retail job. But anyway, they were like, we were really looking at you. So I did do the job interview. But I went into the job interview after doing so much research in my area and like obviously looking for other jobs and seeing that like there's a lot of retail places that were paying managers so much more than I was getting paid. And unfair, right? I was getting paid like there was one store I looked at, and their assistant manager was getting paid more than me as like a co-manager. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, especially when you've been there for that long. But I went into this meeting. I did the job interview with him and this other guy, and who was another corporate guy. And they did this interview, and they're like, what are you looking for? And I'm just going to throw out a number. It's not the accurate number, but I'm just going to be like, I don't want to like tell you my like, well, like, okay, for example, they were just like, well, this position offers $10 an hour. It doesn't, obviously. It's more than that, but like starting wage for this position is $10. And I was like, okay, well, because I've been here for 10 years and I want to be able to sustain myself and I want like a living wage, not just like the bare minimum, I want $13 instead. Or no, I was just like, I want $12 instead. And they were like, well, we don't want to pay you that much. Like, that's a lot. And then like when the guy from higher corporate left, and like my manager looked at me and he's just like, hey, and I didn't like him for saying this, but he's like, hey, don't play hardball here. Like, just take it. Like, this is a good offer. And they're giving you like basically $2 more than what they would offer like somebody who just started the position. And I looked at her, I'm like, I'm not playing hardball here. I'm just like I'm living on my own. I will be living on my own. I live with a roommate at the time. I'm like, I need to think about my future. I need to think about myself. And um, he was just like, yeah, okay, well, like, I don't think they're going to come back with the 12 you want. And I'm like, well, like, it's $2 above. Like, you're offering me, or sorry, it's $3 above, or something. It was something like that. I was just getting annoyed. And it was basically like, this is what living wage is. Like, I'm looking for living wage. Like, there's other places that pay more than living wage. Like, they pay like 16. Like, and you're like, and then I'm offering to settle at 13. Like, I'm trying here. And so they left and everything like that. And then my district manager was just like, hey, so this is the offer. They're going to like we'll give you 11. So like it was like $1 more or something like that. And then I came back with like, okay, well, I'll come back down from 13 and I'll go to 12, cuz 12 is like living wage. Like, I need to be able to live. And living wage is different than minimum wage. Living wage is like your needs are met. Like, it's a bare minimum requirement of being able to like have your needs met. And I was like, it doesn't make sense to me to be a manager of a big store that makes thousands a year and not be paid living wage. It does not compute. Like, could you imagine going to like a dinner party and they're like, oh, where do you work? And you're like, I work at this store. And, oh yeah, well, like, how much does that pay? Oh, I don't even get living wage. And they would be like, what do you mean? And I'm like, yeah, I worked for 10 years. So yeah, they were offering me $1 below the living wage that like, yeah. Anyway, it was so dumb. And uh my district manager had to go to a different location and everything, so he was out of business and everything. So I was like, this is so dumb. So I contacted the other guy at the interview, who was a little bit higher than my district manager. I did not go over his head. My district manager was out of office, basically. He couldn't be contacted. But I was like, this is the opportune time. I need to talk to this guy. Let's just call him, I don't know, James. And I was like, look, James, I'm not taking the job. I rather go back down to assistant manager or even as associate, and I'll have to get like a couple other jobs because I need to be able to live. And like, I can't do 40 hours a week on like a payment that I'm not able to live on. And like, James is a really, like, he's an older guy and he's like a really, really nice guy. I love this guy. Like, I love James. He's such a nice person, a nice man, and very respectful, very sweet. Like, when I was having this conversation with him at one point, like, he said, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make waves or anything. I know that I need to take care of myself. And he's like, if I got mad at you for doing that, then I should be out of this job, because that is not fair. Like, if I can't keep business and personal separate, then I shouldn't be in this job. Like, that's the type of person he is. He's like a sweet, sweet person. But he's also corporate, so he has to represent them and their interests too, right? But like, so like, we went back and forth, and I was so proud of myself, because like, usually when I have to stick up for myself, I either fight as I've demonstrated, but like, you can't do that as an adult very well anymore. Or I have to step away and remove myself from the situation. That's how I invoke my boundaries. I'm like, okay, you're not respecting me. Like, I'm going to take a step back then. But in this case, I had to fight for myself. I had to fight verbally, and I had to have like all these things and research behind me to support myself and to support where I was coming from. So I had to be like, this location pays this much and other locations pay their assistant managers this much. Like, it's not fair. And I said, in this economy, I need to be able to support myself. I don't know if my district manager has told you, but my living situation is going to change, and I need to be able to live. And if I have to go down to associate and be associate at 2 other locations and work 60 plus hours a week at 3 different jobs, that's just something that I don't want to do, but I'm going to have to do to survive, because you have to put the work in to survive. That's the great thing about streaming too. It's just like, yes, I don't have like, oh my God, I can't believe like I'm at this many subscribers and followers, and I cannot tell you how much it means to me, like even bits or like subscribers or anything like that. Like obviously that's monetary income for me. Um and like obviously I can't live off of it because I'm still a small streamer and everything like that. It would be great if I could live off of it later on in life, but you have to do things to sustain yourself, and it's nice to have like this little bit of a cushion. It's just like, oh, okay, well, like maybe I'll get like $20. That helps towards groceries and everything, right? It's like a little bit of a bonus, and it's also a bonus because I get to do something I really enjoy and I really love, and I get to talk to you guys and tell you guys things, go play stupid video games, scream at people for my mistakes in video games and whatnot, and like do Reddit stories or whatever. Like I get to enjoy myself. But also like speaking of what you said with Rooker, my district manager, when it talks to the bonus, they got a bonus end of the year. Every wage cuts into that bonus. Cuts into it. What do you mean? But speaking of bonuses, they're like, oh well, if you make sales plan each month, like you get a bonus on top of that. And I was like, James, that is not sustainable for me. Like I cannot do that. I cannot sustain myself on what ifs. Like what, especially when they're raising prices. I cannot like if they're raising prices in the store, I cannot rely on that. And just to tell you guys, like in my store, I've only made the month one time. And I got like what? Like I think I got like $60 bonus. Like because I was like 1% over on the month or something like that. It goes by percentage too. Percentage goes up in these busier months and everything like that. I might make the month this month, but it's not guaranteed. And I'm like, that shouldn't cut into my wage. That's an incentive. That's not something that I can rely on to pay my groceries. Oh my gosh, did somebody just, oh my God, thank you so much for resubscribing. Thank you so much. Oh my God, did I just close out? Jesus, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why is this green screen here? Get out of here. Can I not? What is happening? Hold on, guys. Hold on a second. There, I had to move it over. Icky Neko, thank you so much for the subscription for 2 more months. Thank you. Oh my God, you're so sweet. And thank you so much for the hydrate. I will drink some tea. Yeah, Darkest, you are right about that. Like it's really stupid. Um it's really stupid that they're raising prices like and then they're not raising that. Oh, and Eclipse, you're on a 3 stream streak. Oh my God. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Oh my God. Makes me really giddy. I really wish I had a 3D model only because you guys could see my reactions a little bit more, because I do get super flustered and like I don't know how to like even look at the screen sometimes. Anyway, I went back and forth with James in this conversation, and when I tell you, like I told my counselor and I also told like my friend that I was so proud of myself because I did not let any like I didn't let anything fly. Like he was just like, "Hey, well like even if you went down to assistant manager, your job is still as a manager is to support the manager." And I was like, "Yeah, but there's no manager." like basically they were saying, "Okay, well if you go down to assistant manager, you have to manage the store until we find a manager and we train them and we get a manager for you." I'm like, "I'm not doing that for associate or assistant manager pay. Like you're asking me to be a manager until you find a manager. It's not my fault that they didn't look at other people, and now they're kind of under the gun. Welcome back, Meta. Um, but yeah, like, and then guys, I said this to one of the corporate guys, and I can't believe I said this, quote by quote. And I'm not lying about this. I cannot believe I said this. And I have quoted this since then, and I'm like, I can't believe I said this to this nice guy. Again, I was being very respectful and I was being very nice when I said this. Doesn't sound like it a little bit though. But like I was getting a little bit annoyed because like a lot of things he was saying, like I could read as, you're saying this because you're corporate. You're saying this because you're corporate. And a lot of things were not fair. And I was like, and he's like, well, do you want to work 40 hours a week? Like, or do you want to work 60 hours a week somewhere else? And I'm like, if I have to do what I need to do to survive. That's what I have to do. I don't want to. I want to stay here. I didn't, but I have to stay here. Or like I want to stay here and work 40 hours and be able to live my life. But if I can't, then I have to go down. I have to look for something else. And I just stuck to my guns. And the thing I said to him, because he said this first. He's like, well, if you don't take the job, what do you want? Like, what do you think is going to happen? What do you expect us to do? I said, James, frankly, that's not my problem. I couldn't believe I said this. I was like, frankly, that's not my problem. And it's true because it's not my problem. If I don't take the job, if I walked out the door, if I did any of that, it is your problem. If I'm not taking the manager position, it is your problem. You fix it. You figure it out. You get someone in there. You get another manager from a different location in there. Not my problem. I am not going to work as an assistant manager or a supervisor or an associate and still be the manager of the store. Or it would be such a slap in the face if a new manager came in and I was forced to train them. Like, it's just a really bad cost-effective thing because it takes so much more money to train somebody than to just bump me up. Yeah, I'm a little feisty. Icky, I started watching because of Mao. I became an immediate fan because, oh my God, thank you so much for saying that. I wish I could save some of the comments. I should just screenshot some of the comments, but yeah. Remind myself why I stream. There's a profit loss bonus. So basically like a sales plan bonus. Every little cost takes from your fancy DMs bonus. So the ones that are bad at being a DM slash it. Oh yeah, because it's like what my other coworker said. It's like shit goes downstream or something like that. It's like they blame you for what's going up, right? It always goes down. But yeah, I stuck to my guns, and then like I could sense a shift in James, and I think it's because like I stuck to my guns, and like now he had like some respect for me. Of course, he respected me before, but now it was just like I was making sense, and I was also saying, James, if you were in your position and they said, hey, can you take a lower position? If you could be a manager for a little bit, and we're like, or sorry, if you could, James, if you were in your position and they're like, hey, can you train somebody above you and do that position until we find somebody for that position? Wouldn't you be upset? I think that turned his head too, but like also like it's not his problem. So I think it was just like it finally kind of like clicked in. It's like, oh my God, she's not gonna take this job, and she's making a really valid point. So it went from I don't like what do you like kind of what you expect me to do, and like this is what an assistant manager is to take, like all these stupid reasons, to him being like, okay, can I talk to some people and then get back to you in a couple days? And I'm like, yeah, sure. That's totally fine. And Mark, again, like, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just trying to take care of myself. And he's like, no, I don't blame you. You got to take care of yourself. And I was like, okay. And then I went to, so the next day, the next fucking day, guys, I had physio at like around noon. So it was like it's not super early in the day, but I already had a missed call from my from my district manager at like 8:30, but it was my day off, so I'm not answering it. Like I was like, okay, well he didn't call me, so like he didn't call me again, so I don't know what it is, so I'm not going to do that. And then I got another call and I'm like, "Hey, I'm going to physio. I can't talk right now." I just texted him back and he's like, "Okay, can you call me after physio?" I'm like, "Well, I have stuff to do. It's my day off. I'm not at work. Can I talk to you on Monday?" Um which is also funny because like it was a little bit me being petty because when we were talking about the promotion and everything like that, he kind of sidestepped me a little bit and said, "Hey, I'm out of office. Can you talk to me on Monday?" So I did the same to him when I was off. I was like, "Hey, I'm not working. I'll talk to you on Monday." Threw it right back at him. But then after physio, he was like, "Hey, I know you have D&D tonight. Um at 7, right? Can we just have a 2-minute phone call?" So like now I'm like, "Is everything okay?" And I texted him back. I'm like, "Is everything okay?" He's like, "Yeah, everything's fine. Can I just have a couple-minute phone call?" I was like, clearly not everything's okay. Um, but I was now like walking back from my physio appointment, and I got my roommate a bubble tea because that was our thing. Like she was such a sweetheart. Like she let me live with her for so long. I'll explain that too if you guys are interested. But like, um, I used to get her bubble tea just as a thank you. Like I paid utilities and everything like that. She didn't pay rent either because like the house was bought and everything. But like we shared utilities. She saved me from a bad situation, to put it frankly. And so I would get her a bubble tea whenever I was by my physio place because there's an amazing bubble tea place there. And just like as like a thank you and a good job because like, she worked from home. Um, but yeah, it was the one that got me out of credit card debt, and I'll explain how that happened. But I answered the phone and I said, "Yeah, you can call right now." And he called me, and he was just like, could see hear his very serious but not serious tone. Uh, it was kind of like salty, like that kind of tone. So he was just like, "So Celty, if you were to take over the store as manager, could I have you promise to get your numbers up here? Could I have you get your promise your numbers up here?" And I was just saying, "Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I said that." Um, Again, like how the hell are you gonna measure that? Are you gonna take away the promotion if I don't get my numbers up? But like the numbers weren't bad. Like we're not bad. It was just like he was just being like I think he was just being a bit of a dick about it. But he was just like, "If you can promise that, we will meet you at your last offer," which was like the middle offer. So it wasn't the 13 I wanted, for example. It was like the 12. But it was better than the 11. And everybody can say like, "Oh, $1 is not a big deal," but it was a big deal because it was the premise of it. It's just like $1 an hour adds up. If you're working like, let me do the math quickly. If you are working $10 an hour, which hopefully you're not, $10 an hour times 8 is 80 hours or $80, right? There's a huge difference between that and 11 times 8, which is 88. Or well, that doesn't sound great. But like it adds up, okay? But like and then you times it by 7 or like you times it by 5, that's 440, right? So like it adds up. Having that $1, but it was also the respect of like, "Hey, like I'm going to be $1 under living wage." Like that's like I don't want that, right? Um Anywho, so he's like, "If you're okay doing that, we'd like to offer you the position." And I grinned ear to ear. I grinned ear to ear, and I was like, but I said it very calmly. I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And he's like, "Well, congratulations on your promotion." And then he got into it because like me and this district manager, he used to be my manager. We're the same age, and I used to tell him like, you're like the brother I never wanted. That was like kind of a relationship. Like he teased me, I teased him, we got after each other, and I was like, oh my god, like let's call him like, I don't know, I'm gonna look around like a Frank or something like that. I was be like, oh my god, Frank, you suck. Like we had that kind of relationship. So it was really, I was like, oh my god, I might lose this kind of cool, like good relationship with this person because I'm sticking to my guns. But immediately after I got promoted, also they offered me to like, and we'll back pay you for a week. They should have back paid me for the last 3 months because I was technically working as manager by myself. But I was just like, I got what I wanted kind of thing. Sorry. And like uh immediately after that, he was just like, do you know how much of a pain in the ass you've been for the last week for me? I started laughing. I'm like, uh-huh. And he's like, regardless of that, I was like, I came home and I was so annoyed and I was cursing you out and like be like, not cursing you out, but like he was just like, I was so irritated and I told Lisa about it, and Lisa is his wife. And and I just got to tell you, I was so annoyed with you for the last week, but Lisa was cheering you on. She was like, Celty need to get that dollar. Celty need to make that bank. I guess it was like girl power kind of thing. But she was so happy for me. She's like, good job for her sticking up for herself. And then even Frank admitted, he's just like, I didn't know you had it in you. And I'm like, yeah, I did. And then after I got off the phone, I was like, I didn't know I had it in me. Like, for fuck's sake. Like, again, this was like the first time I stuck up for myself. And like, I literally had a notepad when I was talking to James on the phone of things that if he says this, I will say this kind of thing. And I just kept repeating what I was doing, like to stick up for myself, to remind myself why I was doing this. And I would have at the top of the corner, it's like, this place pays this much an hour. This place pays this much an hour. You deserve this. Like, I basically had it all laid out so that when I had this phone call, I could stick up for myself. I even had coworkers who were kind of privy to what was going on because they're like, so are you the manager? I'm like, no, I'm co-manager. And they're like, what do you mean you're co-manager? There's no other manager. I'm like, I don't know. And then it came a running joke for the last week or something. They would just be like, hey, somebody wants to speak to the manager. I'm like, I'm not the manager. I'm co-manager. And they're like, Celty, come on. like, but like everybody was on my side. And I actually, oh my God, I had my team tell me that like, if you don't get the manager position, we should all call HR or we should walk. Like, people were that upset for me that they were like, no, you should get paid. And I like, they were like, what's this, like, I wasn't like, they were like, what's the starting wage for this job? And I would tell them like, oh, I don't know, it was like 10. And they're like, that's BS. And they're like, you should get paid a lot more than that because you've been working there for 10 years, right? But anyway, me and Frank were cool after this phone call. He's like, yeah, congrats, you suck, kind of thing. And he's like, good job for sticking up for yourself. And I think I earned his respect as well as James, because again, like, it's not even just like, I don't want to bring like gender into the equation too, but like, when it comes to corporate stuff like that, it's very dominated by the male. There's a skew when it comes to like females in power, right? In corporate power and everything like that. But I think that they really, not just because of my gender, but because Frank knew me, really expected me to cave in and be a people pleaser. Like, I'm a recovering people pleaser. So they were really banking on that. And I was like, no, it's not happening. And then I got home and I went straight downstairs and I gave the bubble tea to my roommate, and she's like, "Oh, thank you so much. Like, you don't have to." She always said that. And I was like, "I should be giving you 15 of these right now." And she's like, "Oh my God, why?" And I was like, because guess who's the new manager? And she's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, I just got the phone call and they gave me what I wanted. And we were literally like, we hugged and we jumped up and down together. And then I started crying and like the adrenaline came in of like sticking up for myself, and I'm like in my tears and like being like, I can't believe like I did that. Like that was the first time I stuck to my guns, and I couldn't have done it without you, because to like oh my God, this so my roommate, actually she's friends with Cove too. But um I've expressed that like Cove was one of the people who was really there for me with a really bad situation. Um and this person was very much there for me throughout this bad situation too. And really helped me kind of put my life back together. And you when you go through like a really abrupt change where like something is not working, and I learned this from her as well as my counselors, like a lot of the time, when you fix one thing in your life, you realize that a lot of other things aren't working. And you start kind of like figuring out, oh, like for example, it's like, oh, my home situation wasn't working. Oh, well, like my job's not working out. And oh, like my friends aren't working out. My relationships, like you start picking apart and like seeing things that you just let things happen. And that you can't move forward unless you change. Like one change leads to like so many other changes. And that was like the year, like there's so many changes going on in that year for me. And one of the changes was sticking up for myself. And like this person, I gotta give her a name. I'm gonna name her Lonnie because that's her D&D character. But Lonnie, she is very much one of those people that, like, you have friends who are like, cry on my shoulder, I am here for you, and blah 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 and everything like that. And she can be like that, but she's also a bitch friend that you need these people. If you don't have a bitch friend, you need a bitch friend. And what I mean by a bitch friend is like, it's not a coddler. You have friends who are just like, you call them and you cry to them and you're like, I can't believe this is happening, and like, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, is there anything I can do and everything. And then you have your bitch friends who are just like, fuck that person, do you want me to go fight them, like, I can't believe they did that shit to you, and like they start getting angry on your behalf. Like, you need those people, or they start getting angry on your behalf, or they start getting angry at you for being stupid. You need those people in your life. And I've had three prominent people like that in my life, and they have made the most change. Like, Lonnie was one of the people who were just like, why are you friends with this guy? What is wrong with you? And Lonnie was like, she's always one of those people who's just like, why are you being like, why are you like putting up with this shit? Like, what's wrong with you? And I cannot tell you how much I appreciate when somebody is straight with you like that. Like, it's great to have somebody, like, if I want to like to cry to somebody, I probably I do get misty-eyed around her if I'm expressing myself and everything, but I probably would like call somebody else. But like, if I need like a reality check, I needed someone like Lonnie. I also mentioned it was my friend who took care of rats. There was a stream a while ago, like, who worked for the SPCA or something like that, and took all the rats in and everything like that. But she was very much like that too. It's like, you need people who give you a reality check and don't coddle you. Like, your other friends shouldn't coddle you either if you're in the wrong or anything like that. But like, sometimes you just need somebody to like get mad with you. Not like you need somebody to see the injustice of it. My therapist once spoke about that. It's actually a mental block when you feel you can't change these things, so you don't try. When you stick up for yourself and change one thing, you come back to these problems with a new perspective. So when you look at the problem, you suddenly see things you didn't notice before that allow you to fix exactly. You don't have, Meta, you have me. You have me now. Like, yeah, I was your bitch friend. And like, especially when you were talking about your work and everything, all that situation, I was just like, fuck that boss. Absolutely not. You need to go do this. You need to go do that. Like, I get irate when it comes to that, but also, like, I can go, it depends on what my friend needs from me. Like, if my friend just needs to cry it out and just have me listen, probably the one good thing about, like, the one thing that you can do as a good friend is to be like, what do you want? What do you need from me? Do you need a listening ear, or um, do you need me to get mad with you, or what do you want? And sometimes they don't know what they want, and you can just be quiet and listen and kind of pick up on what they need. But sometimes some people are like, I just need somebody to listen. Um, sorry, I had to allow somebody, but to post something. I guess it just flagged it. It just shouldn't have. But yeah, like Lonnie helped me out of a situation. So how, I don't want to get too personal. Okay, I will just say my home situation was bad. That's all I'm gonna say about that. My home situation was bad, and um, Cove and Lonnie knew about it. I didn't want to. I hid it a lot because I was trying to take care of myself and be brave and everything like that. And also, I was in really really bad debt, so I couldn't move out. So Lonnie, a few months previous, um, she lost her grandfather, and he had the house. Like the house was paid for, and so now she was living in this house by herself. And when she found out that my situation got bad, or worse, she called me immediately. And because Lonnie is a bad bitch friend and I love her, um, I've never heard her cry before. And she started crying, and begged me to come live with her. And she's like, please come live with me. You would help me out. I would have another person in the house. It feels so empty here. It would help me if you lived with me. We'll get you out of your debt. You don't have to pay rent. There's no rent here. You just have to pay utilities, and that won't be a lot. And yeah, utilities was nothing. And she's like, you just have to pay for your groceries and your clothes and like stuff like that. But you she's like, I and then I was like, I told her, I'm like, I can pay you, like, you're letting me. And she's like, why would I get you to pay me more than what I'm paying? Like, I'm paying utilities, so you're helping me out too, because we're going to split utilities. I'm not going to charge you rent and then just take your money. Like, why the fuck would I do that? And we also kind of like did like a little bit of a deal too. Like, it wasn't a deal because it wasn't said, but like, I like cleaning, she hates cleaning, so I would like clean the kitchen and everything every day, and like I would just do all that. But she, yeah, no, she saved me from a really bad situation. And I ended up getting out of my debt within 9 months. And that debt was because I was paying way too much in rent, um, and other situations that I had to pay for. I had to pay for things that I shouldn't have had to pay for. Um, so it was bad. It was a bad situation. And then I went into this place where, oh my God, I was able to breathe better. It was further away from my work, which sucked. But then I was around this person who was indignant, like, who was so mad on my behalf for what I have gone through, and so mad at what I went through at work, that I started getting mad. And I was like, oh my God, you are right about this. Like, why am I putting up with this? Why am I feeling like bad about this? Like, I shouldn't feel bad. Like you sometimes need that perspective, especially when you're a people pleaser, because it's just like you're trying to make so many people happy around you that you lose perspective of like, is this okay? It's like, you need somebody who tells you it's not okay. Um, and you shouldn't have to put up with that. So yeah, like I'm really grateful to Lonnie. Uh, like when I was in a relationship, I'm still friends with my ex, but when I was in a relationship, I had told her at one point that if we ever got married, um, that like Lonnie would be in my bridal party because, like I see her as like a sister now. I don't know if she sees me like that, but like I see her as somebody who literally saved my life. Um, Saved me from going into more debt, I should say. And being stuck in a bad situation. And I remember the moment I got out of debt, I already had this plan. The moment I got out of debt, I got this big basket. It was like a basket. She has a cat. I go sometimes cat sit for her, but like it was a basket for her cat toys and everything like that. So it was a big basket, with like paw prints on the side. It was very cute. And then I sneakily asked her because uh she really likes her liquor, and I was just like, hey, somebody's asking me what like for a gift for somebody else, like what's a good rum and what's like a good whiskey or something like that. And just to sneakily find out what her favorite is. And I got her favorite alcohol. I got her bath bombs because she loves taking baths. Got her expensive, beautiful bath bombs. What else did I get her? I got her favorite chocolates. Uh, oh my god, I'm trying to remember. I got her a fleece blanket, like a funny Twilight fleece blanket. Because it was like a running joke because we watched Twilight together and it was really funny. And like it's this blanket of Jacob from Twilight saying, "Where have you been, Loca?" And she's like, "Oh my god, you did not get me this." Um and then I got her like I think it was like a magnet, like a funny magnet. Um and like just like I just got her favorite, I got her favorite Pocky. um uh I was gonna get her favorite ice cream, but I was like, I can't put that in the basket. But anyway, it was like I got her an expensive basket, and it wasn't about the expense. It was about that I wanted to show my appreciation. So it was like a bit. It was like I just got out of debt, and then I was like, I spent a lot of money on this basket. But it was because, and then I remember what I did is she lived basically in the basement. Because she's like, I am a gremlin. I like live in the basement. You can live upstairs. I'm like, okay, sure. But I got this basket and I walked downstairs and I'm like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? And she was like, oh my God, what happened? Are you okay? And I said, yeah, no, I'm fine. I have something for you. And she's like, oh my God, you shouldn't like, cause I got her like bubble tea, or when I was like, I would get her, I got a bath bomb every once in a while. Like if I'm like, oh my God, I had to go in there for something. So I picked you up something, like things like that. Because like, again, I also felt like for a while that I was intruding on her space. So I think I was trying to make up for it a little bit. Like I was still, like it still came from a good place, but I was always like, oh my God, like how do I give back so much to this person? And I didn't know how I was going to do that. So I just kept doing these little things, or cleaning, or like doing things over the top to kind of make up for the space I took up. And I got this basket for her, and then I gave it to her. I'm like, and I just started crying out of nowhere. I just started bawling, and I was trying to talk while I was bawling my eyes out. And I was just like, I'm giving you this because it is you who helped me get out of debt. And I love you so much, and thank you so much for being such a good friend to me. And then she started crying, and she's like, oh my God. And she unwrapped the blanket and she was laughing at it and things like that. She's like, oh my God, like, no. And she's like, I was having such a crummy morning because she had to go through something with a different friend. And she's like, no, like, I didn't do anything. Like, it's good. Like, it's helped me for you having you here and everything. But to have somebody like I don't know how to explain it. Like you need people like that, and you're like, oh my God, hi Tia, hello. First time chat? Hi. What are you doing here? I feel like I've been visited by a celebrity. No, that's what I feel like whenever, like, Cove is my friend in real life. And whenever I see her in the chat, I'm like, why are you here? Like, you have better things to do than watch me ramble. Hi. Welcome to the chat. I'm being very sneaky, don't mind me. Oh, you can lurk, that's fine. Uh, what? What did you just do? What did you just do? Did you? Hey, why'd you do that? What the Tia, thank you so much for the gifted. Oh, what? No, that was not Tia. Hold on. That was Rooker. Oh my god, I just read Tia. I'm so sorry, Rooker. Rooker, thank you so much for giving a bunch of subs to people. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Rooker. I just got mixed up. So sorry. Tia, that was not you to. Oh my god. Oh, for fuck's sake, y'all. No, that was not. God damn it. Now I get choked up. Jesus Christ. I hate everybody in this chat. Hate y'all. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Yeah, we hit our hit the sub goal. Yeah. I'm I need to go drink some tea. God damn it. Fuck you guys. How dare you support me? Ah, especially when I was telling you guys like a story like that, and then you guys are just like, "Hey, Lonnie's supporting you. Now we're gonna support you." Like, screw you guys. Okay, bye, Tia. Thanks for joining. we need to collab someday. I would love to do that because you seem fun. Anyway, yeah. I'm really. Oh my god, you guys. Get supported, nerd. Oh my god. That the amount of times like in the last year and a half that people are like, get gifted, nerd, get supported, nerd, is always, yeah. It I told Net Guy I was not going to get like this on. I literally told Net Guy I was not going to get like this on my stream. I was not. Like, I literally told her that. Is like, I'll quote it. Like, I literally. Okay, let me read this. Oh my god, my phone's at 6%. God damn it. Um, I literally said in the chat, because like I was talking, like I was very chatty in our Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, please join it. It's $3 and you get to talk to me, Net Guy, Cove, and all these other wonderful people. Tia's there too. But like literally earlier today I said I'm overwhelmed by the kindness of the server. I had a personally difficult day yesterday and everyone is just ... so kind ... and I was trying to like downplay it a little bit because I was saying like I feel like I'm getting too much attention. I think it's only because I'm new though. And I also said I giggle so much at you, Net Guy, flustering meta. Because it's you always catch meta off guard. And Net Guy's like, you need to stop getting after yourself. And I was like, I get self-conscious, but I'm working on it. But I said, I'm not going to be all... Yeah, I said literally like an hour and a half ago, I said, I just got to get I just got to not get sappy on stream again. I already said enough of that mush. Wait, what happened? Did I miss something? No, I didn't. Okay, thank God. I have weird. It literally shows like it says goal started successfully and it won't leave. Can I just refresh this? Yeah, I can refresh it, right? There you go. Now it's out of my way. There you go. But no, the server loves you because you're cool. Oh my, stop. I don't want y'all to come to stream just to compliment me. That's not why I'm a streamer. um I think what it is though is like I was talking about this with my coworker the other day is that um I don't know if any of you guys are fans of the Try Guys or were fans of the Try Guys or anything like that, but if you guys know the Try Guys, in general, big YouTube channel. If you like them, go support them. I love them. I've watched them for a really long time. I just burnt my tongue again. God damn it. Um, but recently, it's very sad to watch. Recently, yeah. So Meta mentioned it is like I stopped watching after that one guy turned out to be a bad dude. So if you haven't watched the Try Guys, it is this YouTube channel where these guys try different things and very funny guys. But one of them who labeled himself basically as the guy with the wife he loved so much, and he was like the he blames it on that too. He's just like, I got so pressured by that label and everything like that. It's like, oh my god, you married somebody so gorgeous and so talented. But like he would be like my wife like all the time and mention like I have to go on date night tonight and stuff like that. Turns out this guy who made his whole image about his wife, that he cheated on her. And he has two kids with her. And like everybody's and then he because he's a public figure, he got caught, which is so dumb. He's a stupid man. Just stupid person, honestly. Um but then he went dark and the Try Guys had like this whole thing. They got super relevant for it. I think they were on several TV shows or something like that. But like he cheated on her. And um the reason why I brought it up is because oh my god, if you guys haven't seen it, I don't want you guys to support him cuz like fuck that guy. But yeah, they replaced him with an elephant in the room. It was so funny. They did a really good job of like following up, and then they would be very sassy about it. They're like, "Yeah, well, somebody," and somebody didn't do this, and somebody did. Like they would like address it, but not defame him or not like they couldn't get into legal trouble, right? But thankfully, uh, there was an update with this Try Guy was named Ned, with Ned and Ariel, that they got divorced. And years after this incident, is that Ned did interview with Ariel, and they talked about what happened. And I did watch the video because I was like, I want to know. And I want to know if they're still together for one, which they're not, thank God, because she deserves so much better. Oh my God, Ariel, she's gorgeous and talented and a loving mom. Like, she's like the whole package, and you fucked up so hard, Ned. Like, how could you choose anybody over her? Um, yeah, and like I watched the interview and like he just didn't present well at all in the interview, and she presented very well. But I bring this up right now is because my friend was asking me at work because I'm friends with this coworker, same person who said that box thing, by the way, and gave me the rose. Um by present, what do you mean by present well? Oh, what I mean is like why I brought it up now is that um Ned started his own channel, and it's basically I'm going to be oh, okay. I'm going to be the Try Guys but a single guy. And if you watch the trailer for his channel, it's basically the Try Guys, but he's by himself, which is like, what the hell's like? It literally reads like a Try Guy video, and he's copying the format. So the Try Guys had this like cool show, have this cool show about that they would cook without a recipe, and then they would get graded by all these judges or celebrity judges or like even their friends. And then Ned in his trailer says, I yeah, and we're going to do like recipes and they're going to be graded by judges. And I'm like, you're literally copying the format um of the Try Guys because you don't know how to do anything else apparently. And then he's like, "Oh, we're going to try flying this plane." And it's like, what are you trying to do? And then like the kicker was like, he was just like, "Oh, and we might also help people find love with a dating show." And I'm like, dude, dude, what do you mean? Like, you fucked up your marriage. Why are you trying to do a dating show? Oh, thank you for telling me to stretch. Yeah, it is so funny to watch, and I showed it to my friend the other day. But one of the comments in the interview, and also somebody quoted it under like this under this TikTok that had the trailer, was what Ariel said. And Ariel said, because like Ned was like, I'm gonna try to do a channel where I talk to people who really really screwed up their life and what they're doing now to kind of try and um basically be okay with their life again, like expose their dirty laundry and how they got there. And I was like, you know what, that's okay. Like I understand that, like if he really wants to get into that, I'm not going to support it, but like that's a good channel idea if you are also a screw up and you also did something so horrible. But now he's just like, I'm gonna do all this other stuff. And I'm like, no, we don't support that. What the hell? But in the interview and quoted in the TikTok, somebody quoted what Ariel said when he started saying this idea of this show, which is very, very petty, and I love her for it. Because in the interview, like he's like, "Are you still angry?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm still fucking angry." Um, she's like, "You destroyed my family," and this was just, yeah. But like, she also said, "Do you really think you're that interesting?" And somebody posted under the trailer, "Do you really think that's you're that interesting?" Ariel 2025 or something like that. And that sucks. As well as like somebody also said they also took a picture of like the likes, because the Try Guys are very popular. Like when they put out a video, even on TikTok, it's like thousands of likes and hearts and everything like that. And he got like maybe like 100 or not even. And somebody like took a picture and it's just like, I love supporting small creators. So people are like so good in the comments. It was so good, so petty. Um, but I was telling my coworker about this because I was just like, I think that's what I was having in my head is like when it comes to streaming and everything, it's like I not that Ariel said it to me, but maybe that's what I say to myself. It's like, do you really think you're that interesting? Do you really think you're that interesting that people are going to watch you and want to talk to you and listen to your rant for 3 hours or more, or watch your channel or watch your Twitch? Like, do you really think you're that interesting? And as a person who's still working on it, I'm not saying, like, I'm not one of those people who like seeks out compliments by saying, like, I'll jokingly be like, I'm a gremlin and I look like one. But like I'm not searching for a compliment in that way. I'm not searching for people to fight against that, cuz we all know that friend or that person in our life that says like, "Oh, I'm so ugly," or I don't think I'll do this. Like they always do that because they're seeking out validation, they're seeking out compliments. And I really don't want to be that person. It's just like I do really get self-conscious because like I had like a lot of people bully me, like I said like this before. I had a lot of people bully me for my voice. I had a lot of people say I was annoying, and that's why I get so amazed about like having any followers or having any subscribers or having anybody come to these streams. It's because like I'm still working on that. What the Rooker? Can I ban somebody from giving me bits? Can I do that? Because Rooker, you've donated so many bits. God damn it. Ah, Rooker. God damn. You're in a timeout, okay? Ah, God. Shit. Oh, thank you so much. Uh, thank you. Thank you. Um, you're not making me cry on stream this time. For your voice, yes. I cannot fathom how you got crap for your voice. I can only assume they couldn't handle how your voice made them feel. Thank you. Like again, I'm not mentioning that because I'm trying to get compliments from you guys right now, but like that was I did get bullied for it. Like I'm not trying to seek out compliments for that. I'm just like that's like when I still remember the first comment I got where they're just like when some I don't might have been Dina, it might have been you. Um but somebody said I really like your voice, and I remember I was sitting in my computer chair like I am right now, and I was sitting there and I felt so stunned. Um and I remember like do you guys know like when you're not like you're going to cry, or like maybe like when you're stressed out, you feel like that tightness in the center of your chest? I don't know if I'm not like the only one who feels like that, but like it's like this tightness in your chest and you can't like massage it out or anything like that. Also, if you have booba in the way, you can't. Uh but it's like in the center of your chest. Um it's not like above, like it's not the collarbone, and it's not like below your ribs. It's like right in the center. And I remember I read that comment and I got the tightness in my chest of being like, and then I immediately my brain was like, they're just being nice. Um because that's what people deflect when you're like that, right? Again, I'm still in therapy. I'm still working on it. But like um even when I got like followers at stream, I was just like, "Oh, they're following me because of I'm Cove's friend and they want to support Cove's friend." Um and the only reason why I have followers, or the only reason why I um got on Twitch and everything like that, like got affiliated and everything, is because of Cove. And I put all my thing because of Cove, or because like I was on that stream with Tia and Rye. Um I never attributed it to myself until there was the one stream that I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know what to do with this stream." I don't have anything prepared, and I was like, "Hey guys, I could play this game, I could do this, and I did this in the server. I could play this game, I could do this, could do that." And then the number one vote was um they were like I want to like I want to I just put it as like a random thing after, and I expected nobody to vote for it. It was just chat, and that got the number one vote. And I remember like I went to work and I was like, guys, or no, it wasn't. No, it was the same day. But I remember that I worked to the work the next day, and I explained this too. But like I remember from that morning up until the stream, I was freaking out and I was so anxious because I was like, what am I going to talk about? Like, what am I, like, how can I entertain these people for like 4 hours or 3 hours talking? And I made the stream shorter because I was like, what if I run out of things to say? Um, I was so, it was so freaking, I was so scared. I was terrified. And I was like, I literally opened up a notepad on my computer and I looked up topics of things I could talk about, or I looked up Q&A questions that I could like dip into a conversation because I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna I'm gonna run out of things to say, and I'm gonna be like, everybody's gonna be like, oh, this chick is boring, or like things like that. I just got so wrapped up in my head, and then it was one of my most, it was my most popular stream that I had, and I was like, and like I think it was like the first stream I also got like on the hype train as well, and um I just remember when I finally logged off that stream, I was like, what the fuck just happened? But and I also mentioned this to Cove, and I think I said this during a collab stream, but like I mentioned to my counselor that it is almost therapeutic for me to come on stream. Not that like I seek validation from you guys, but like to have people completely combat what you talk to yourself like, to be like for so many years saying like I have an annoying voice and stuff like that because that's what people told me, but now having these people be like, I love your voice, or like being in collabs and then people are like, who has the cute tomboy voice? Somebody said that, and I was like, oh. And then people clipping me, or people laughing at certain things, and or people be like, we don't care what you do, um we just want to be around here for you. It was so mind-boggling for somebody who was so insecure about certain things like that. um so it's just like, it's incredible that I have gotten this far in such a short period of time. And um I'm so grateful for streaming because of that. Like, even if I never got another subscriber again, or another bit again, or like no other viewers again, the fact that like I've had people say things that I held as truth for so long helped me tremendously. And it's not to say like you shouldn't wait around for somebody to call you beautiful to think that you're beautiful, kind of thing, but um it definitely helps. It definitely helps. um yeah, so thank you. You guys are so sweet. Clipping you in repo is literally super fun. I wish I could have do it more effectively. I suck at clipping, so don't even worry about that. I wasn't gonna say it, but I was thinking that meta, thinking about what clipping. And shut up. The RR thing. Oh my god, you guys. Pay Co for a commission, half of her, half for Celty. What do you mean, Celty? If I followed and subscribed to everyone because they were friends with Cove, I'd be in the poorhouse. That's true. But it's uh I think it's also like there's an imbalance when it comes to streaming or being a creator or being in this kind of industry. It's like it feels like there's an imbalance because it's like you guys give me so much that I automatically want to give back. Like I've told you guys about my roommate and how I I it made me so uncomfortable that I'm like, you're doing such a big thing for me. Like, how can I give back? How can I do this? How can I like, and like I would do everything to kind of make up for that gap. And then now I have people who are just like, here's some bits because you're cool, or here's some this because you're cool. And if I had the time, I would, or if I had the money, I would give it back, which doesn't sound effective at all. But like if I had the time, I would draw like for every person who gave me a bit, or everybody who subscribed for me. I would draw you a picture, or like there would be something that I can give back. But I don't have a million of me, so I am sorry. Not that I have a million fans. I just mean like I don't have, what is it? 105 followers and I don't have like a lot of people like subscribe, um how many subs would you need to quit your job? I have no clue. Like, I have no idea. Um I don't know. I would have to ask like Tia does this full time. Um but like it would have to be something like if I were to quit my job for this, I would have to make something. I would have to make more than my job. It would have to be like sustainable. Like I would have to like be able to live comfortably, not just like it would be yeah, it would just have to be a little bit more than my job and it would have to be consistent. But like it would be really cool to like, oh my god, when I was younger, I even thought of like, oh my god, it would be so cool to be a YouTuber. But then I was also like, I don't want to be on camera. Fuck, like I don't want to be like that. Like guys, I like it's my day off. I'm not wearing makeup. My hair is a mess. Um I'm wearing sweatpants and a shirt that has a giant hole in it and a sports bra. Like I don't want to be on camera all the time and I don't want to dress up for camera. But like I would love if I had like a 3D model, then I could express myself a little bit more. Um there's some 3D models I'm like, "Oh my god, I would kill to have a model." Um that it's like what is the minimum monthly income you'll need to call it good? Um for all we know, it would be $1 more or 1,000. Um, hmm. What's the? Hold on. Let me get a calculator out. I think Cove put it really well. Is like Cove has their commissions. I don't know if they're still like that, but Cove has their commissions when they do like a very elaborate commission. Then they do like $30 an hour or something like that. Because there's a lot of effort that goes into that, right? It is so it is a lot of work to do something like that. Um, did I just close out of this? Oh no, I didn't. Um, I don't make $30 an hour at my work, but make a little bit, not a little bit. I would make a few dollars lower than that. So that would be like if I made it like a little bit more than that, then that would be like, oh my god, I'm making a career out of this because then it's like sustainable. Um, honestly, if it was like a dollar or two more than what I made at my work, each week, or like sorry, my wage, then that would be enough. Because like when it comes to streaming and everything, I would like all the bits and all the subscriptions and everything, they add up to money, right? Like you guys all know that. My plan is to put like a huge percentage of everything that I have on here to put back into it. So like if I want to like obviously I have made all the graphics on my screen right now. I've done my PNG model and everything like that. But if like I slowly was able to make more income here, I would use all my income from work to sustain myself. And then I I would use all my income from work to sustain myself for food and everything like that. And then the money that I'm getting off here, I'm literally going to put back into the streaming platform to make sure um Like I can get that 3D model, or I can put like cool things on here for you guys. Maybe you guys can change my hat. Maybe you guys can put like cat ears on me. I don't know, those really cool things that other VTubers are able to do. Or maybe I have a camera on my desk that I'm able to like actually try things and show you guys things like with my ugly hands. And I only say my ugly hands because I bit my fingernail. I bit like just the thumb, but like I bit my fingernail down a little bit. Um but yeah, like I could show you the jewelry on my floor. Actually, I don't have jewelry on my floor. I have other stuff on my floor. Um if I look around right now, it's mostly clothes. It's mostly clothes. Um, and it like I was looking for my ID, so I threw a bunch of things off of my counter. So I had like old things that I've been meaning to get rid of, and they're all over the floor. Like I have a calendar on the floor. Oh, I have a couple drawing books on the floor because I was like, oh, maybe I can quickly take some pictures because I was gonna send Meta some like pictures. Um, what is with you having stuff on your floor? ADHD. ADHD. um, so I could talk about ADHD so much. But like ADHD is very much like there's a term for it. What is it called? I'm trying to look what it's called. No, that's not ADHD paralysis. That's not it. Executive dysfunction. So there is a thing called executive dysfunction that ADHD people have. And this is the definition, but this is the underlying medical symptom of ADHD that impacts the ability to plan, manage time, initiate tasks, and follow through with completion, which contributes to the feelings of being unable to proceed or giving up. And, yeah, and like the thing is, Rooker, that I'm diagnosed with OCD too, which doesn't help. The biggest example I can think of, and this happens to so many people I've talked to with ADHD, is that you go up to the fridge and you're like, I'm going to make dinner. That's the plan, right? I'm going to make dinner. You open the fridge and you look at everything that's in your fridge. And you look at all these choices. And then you're like, that is way too many choices. My brain doesn't know what to do with that. So then you close the fridge and you're like, I am going to not eat. That is like it's bad. It's really, really bad. Like your brain is literally, I give up because this task is too much. Maybe on my next chat stream I can talk more about it if you guys are interested in it, because I have studied ADHD. Now that I'm diagnosed with it, I was diagnosed with it. But it's also like I went to school and I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I don't have a master's, but I do have a bachelor's. So don't take my thing as gospel, but I can like definitely go through it. But like yeah. When it comes to medication, yes, I am medicated. The thing with medication though, it won't get rid of my ADHD, it just helps with it. And the best thing about it is that, so when I had ADHD, I still have ADHD, but like when I had ADHD before meds, is that I didn't realize how full my brain was carrying it around. Like I used to constantly get headaches and like the back of my neck hurt. And it's not like the weight of my brain or anything like that, or the thoughts, obviously, but it just felt like a physical strain. And I think I talked about this before, but when I went on meds, I almost stopped taking them because for 2 weeks it made my brain really, really empty and I hated it. And I could understand like people who give up on their medication. You see it a lot on TV shows. It's like when it comes to like schizophrenia or other like mental illness and everything like that, is like they give up on their medication because they're just like, I don't feel like myself. And that's what I felt like. Felt like I needed to scratch something on the inside and I couldn't. That's the best way I can describe it. Um, it just felt like an itch I couldn't scratch. It was so uncomfortable, and I was stimming when I didn't have to stim because I've always stimmed. Um, and I was doing things that I'd always did before that helped me cope, but like I didn't need to do it anymore. It was so uncomfortable. Like, and it took 2 weeks for me to kind of like, okay, this is my new normal. And now when I don't have my meds, I get really, really bad headaches because I'm so used to like the clarity that comes from it. But yeah, like I actually had a coworker, and like I had a coworker say this, and I'm really pissed about it still. I'm bitter about it. This was years ago, but like also like I hope he never says this to another person again. But I remember uh he he was getting frustrated because like the thing that people don't talk about with ADHD is like the shame that comes with like frustrating other people, because you feel like you're constantly apologizing for having ADHD, and you're just like, I'm so sorry I did this. I'm so sorry I did, like, I'm so sorry I got distracted. I'm so sorry I forgot this. I'm so sorry I didn't get back to your text message. And it's like you're constantly apologizing and like excusing yourself, even though it's a mental illness. Um, and it sucks. It really does suck. It's like that's why it's called a disorder. It's because it impacts your life in such a negative way. It's not like a fun, cute little thing, which some people are like, "Oh, I have ADHD." I'm like, no. Like everybody gets distracted. Doesn't mean you have ADHD. Um, everybody gets sad. It doesn't mean you have depression. It's like that, right? But like, unfortunately, there's a lot of platforms who are just like, you have ADHD if you forget your keys when you go out the door. It's like, no, you no, like everybody forgets things. Everybody, it's just, it's more of like the heaviness in your brain and like getting like literally out of sight, out of mind mental. Like there's so many other symptoms and everything like that with it. But yeah, it's just like it's painful sometimes. It's really frustrating. Like I hate that I'm that friend that gets distracted and is called scatterbrain. But no, this coworker, again, like sometimes I'm like, oh my god, like I get some such tangents on streams because of ADHD. But my coworker at the time was frustrated because I left something in the back that I was supposed to bring back out and I forgot it. And he got annoyed and I overheard him. He's like, "You'd think she'd be less stupid now that she's medicated." Yeah. And ADHD is not equated to stupidity at all. As you know, but when you have ADHD, you feel very stupid because it's like, why can't I get the good grades? Why can't I just remember something? Why can't I just do this? Why is it so hard to do this? Like, um, it's so frustrating, right? Um, what's this fella's name again? No reason. um, he also said like he thought my degree was useless, like as a like psychology bachelor's. And the ironic thing is like he goes to counseling. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you pay to go see somebody and talk to somebody about mental issues and everything, but you think their degree is useless? What does it mean? Because, like, I think he was going into, like, the science, like, a different science. I think he was basically saying that my science was different. And I'm like, you study, like, chemical compounds and everything. I study human behavior. They're both sciences. Like, I study the human brain. It's a science. Like, I'm sorry, you don't want some people studying the brain when you obviously struggle yourself. Hi, Granddad. Hello. Um, yeah, I could talk forever about like the perceptions of ADHD because like obviously I suffer with it. Uh, and um I like so like I gotta give a list of my disorders, but I'm not going to. ADHD is just something that kind of ties into all of them. But like I have OCD, and I suffer with depression, and I have two medications that treat both. Um, I lived without ADHD medication for the longest time. And there's a lot of people who do live without it, and like good for them. And like I'm happy for you. That's just a personal choice. But like for me, I can live my best life with medication. Um, if I wasn't on this medication, I would be able to talk to you guys. I literally shut down because it's too complicated to talk. Um, and same with my antidepressants. If I didn't take those, I would not be able to get out of bed in the morning. Um, Nurse is classified as a non-profession. What do you mean? What the fuck does that mean? That is I get so mad about that. I was talking. I know that I'm almost done stream, but like, just a quick thing. It's like I was talking to my friend who it was the last day, right? And they gave me a rose because they were going to work at a flower shop, and they ran into their teacher from high school, and their teacher was like, "Oh, what are you doing now?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm actually doing a new job. Like I went to the trade doing flowers, like working at a flower shop." And they're like, "And what else?" And it's like, that's not a profession enough for you? Like, I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck? Um, a job is a job is a job. And we shouldn't like get after somebody when they think that a job's sucks more. Who is they? Did I say something? Words are hard. I kind of don't hate that for the one reason my mother's nurse practitioner doctor nearly because of being horrible at writing and reading prescriptions. So like, oh, well, I don't know about that. I'm not an expert on this topic. But yeah, I can't like that's I I just don't think that you should ever I don't think you should ever say my job's better than yours. Like I get a lot of flack for being in retail for so long. They're like, "Don't you want to do something more professional?" It is professional. I'm a fucking manager. Check your What did you do? What the fuck happened? What happened here? Why do I have to check shit? What the fuck did you do? What's going on? I don't know what happened. Um I see somebody contributed to the jewelry case. On my throne it has like a jewelry case, like a giant jewelry case to organize my jewelry. Oh my god. Oh my god, Meta, thank you so much for your contribution. Oh my god. That's so funny. I thought you liked my jewelry on my floor, stabbing me in the feet. I know that's a giant jewelry box, but I'm just like, I have a lot of jewelry. I have a lot of like ear piercings and stuff like that. Thank you so much, though. You guys don't have to. Also, Meta, aren't you trying to save money? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't do that. Spend your own money on yourself before me. But oh my god, thank you so much for your contribution. I have to feel like I have to give something back. Like, that's what we talked about, right? I have to stop. I have to just say thank you and move on. That's what my counselor said. Um, oh my god. It's fine. I'm not. I'm trying to save money. Rooker, you've already Rooker already bought me a D&D book and has donated bits and subs. You need to knock it off. Um I would have extended this. I would have extended this stream. I would talk till like 7:45 or something like that. Or not 7:45, sorry, 6:45 here. I would, but unfortunately, I do have to go. Uh the reason why I have to end the stream a little bit early today is because last time in D&D we finished an arc, and I am DMing tonight for a one shot. That being said, I am testing out this book. I have Candle Deep Mysteries, and I am doing one Candle Deep Mysteries from that book. And if it goes over well, you want me to tell you about it next week? I wish you could stream it. That's what I was about to say, Faith. If this goes well, I would really love to do a one shot or like a couple sessions where we do where I am the DM so that Cove can be a player for once. And I would love if you guys all were there. I've been told that I'm an okay DM. We're doing do not send Cove. Cove is one of my players, so do not send them any spoilers. But we're doing because I did a campaign with them where their characters got up to level 13 and they missed those characters, which makes me happy as a DM. So we're doing the am I gonna butcher how this is pronounced? Canopic being? The Canopic being? We're doing that. But yeah, it's for level 13. But if you guys really want to who will be in it, in this one, Cove will be in it. For this one, and Lonnie, that I talked about earlier, and a couple other friends that I have. Because I also have friends. But if we do the one shot, I have to figure out how to like stream that. We obviously play on Roll20, but I don't want you guys to see everything I have on my screen. Maybe I have to like hide it, and then you guys can see the map through Cove's perspective. That would probably be best. Yeah. Sorry, my brain was like trying to come up with that. But yeah, if this goes well, maybe we'll do a one shot. And I also wanted to figure out how to get you guys involved in the one shot. Like maybe if you donate a certain amount of bits, or maybe I put channel points on there that say re-roll. So like even if they do a success, they have to re-roll because you said so. Yeah, I thought about that. Like I want to get you guys involved, not just watching in some way. Yeah, D&D but crowd control. Exactly. Advantage or disadvantage with points. Yeah, exactly, right? I think that would be super fun. But if this one goes well, it's actually written quite well. I think I took too many notes at the first part because like if you don't know, I will read the back, but Candle Deep is this book. I just said that I was going to get off stream and then I got into this. I'll say that I'm getting off in a few more minutes. But Candle Deep is it's a book collection of like one shots that you can also just do as like a campaign. So it says Candle Deep attracts scholars like flame attracts moths. Historians, sages, and others who crave knowledge flock to this library fortress to pursue its vast collection of books, scribbled in which there are answers to mysteries and bedevil them. Many of these books contain their own mysteries, such as One Doorway to an Adventure. Dare you cross that threshold? Candledeep Mysteries is a collection of 17 short, standalone D&D adventures designed for characters of levels 1 to 16. Each adventure starts with the discovery of a book, and each book is a key to a door behind which danger and glory await. These adventures can be run as one-shot games or plugged into an ongoing Forgotten Realms campaign or adapted for other campaign settings. This book also includes a poster map, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, yeah, I'm going to be extremely careful with it. Like, I think it will be like, um, I don't know. Maybe like the channel redeem will be really high, or like not really high, but like pretty high, or maybe there's a site. I just want to maybe there's a site that I could be like that you guys can send me directly um direct like alerts to be like change this, or I don't know. I don't like, obviously it can get really out of hand for certain things, but maybe I just give you guys like a nice a nice thing for like an inspiration point so they can re-roll something. They're like, let them re-roll, or I don't know. I'll figure it out. If you guys have any suggestions, please reach out to me. DM me on my socials, which are in the top corner here. I am at Celty Art on everything. Or you can talk to us in the Discord. I just want to say again, thank you so much for the subscriptions. I can't believe we reached both our subscription goal and our bit goal for the stream. That's insane to me. Thank you so much for everybody who contributed. Thank you so much for contributing to my throne. You guys, you really make this all possible. You guys really encourage me and make me feel amazing. Which F you for that. No. If you guys want to join our community, please check out the server. I am going to take a drink. Thank you. Last one before your game. Oh, that's cool. Well, I get you guys to name NPCs in my story. That's cool. That would be fun. Yeah, I would definitely get you guys to name the NPCs maybe, unless they were an important NPC. Um, be like, "Hey, chat, what's this NPC called? What do they look like?" But yeah, I'm not prepared for this session. I have like some of it written out, but and I have the maps done, but nothing else. So I gotta figure that out. But we'll see how it goes. I have to prep for a little bit longer because that starts in like another half hour or so. Um, I'm reading all your suggestions right now. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, please DM me on my socials or in the server. But yeah. I need to figure out how to say goodbye because I don't know how to do that. Like, Cove has this beautiful message to say goodbye, and I'm like, hey, y'all, thanks. No, thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for having another chat stream with me. I guess that you guys really like this. So, look out for another chat stream next week, probably. If you guys like remember things that like I said that I might talk about next stream, be like bring it up, and I like, you guys know that I pay attention to the chat as much as I can. Thanks so much, and F you, good night. That's kind of my brand. It feels weird to say that's my brand because that's just how I am. Literally the other day, like my coworker's like, "Hey, can I ask you something?" I'm like, "I'm not clocked in. I don't need to talk to you." But who are we raiding, and what should we raid with? Napalm's on. I feel like we always raid Napalm. Is there like another creator that we can look at? Do you guys know anybody? I like do streams. I'm just unfortunately at my own D&D on these days. I know, Dina. That's like when I'm out of when I stop physiotherapy, I will start these streams and go on longer, hopefully. But I'm just trying to see. Let's see if there's like a smaller channel that we can support, because we wanna send some people over. We want to support channels. Again, anybody have suggestions or like what? Trying to look. The problem is like I don't know how troublemaking like some like if I go random, I'm just like who's a good person? What if they're a bad person and I'm like, hey, go support these people, and then they're like they suck. Is this a goblin? This looks like a goblin. The podcast. Yeah, it's a goblin. Yeah, why not? Like it looks like they're drawing on the stream. Podge Kit. Let's go raid them. It looks like they're just chatting, but it looks like they're drawing or looking at drawings as well. Yeah, Podge. They're adorable. I can see a little bit of their screen and everything. They look adorable. We'll go say hi to them. Maybe we raid with Cove looks up to her. Okay, well we're gonna raid her then. That's a good choice then. What should we raid with? I can't even remember what we've talked about. What have we talked about? We're just gonna. Oh my god, you always suggest that, Meta. You and Dina, no. We'll just say Goblin Raid. Gob strong. Gob together strong. Yeah, I like Shy's suggestion. Let's do that one. Dungeon Mommy Raid. You guys do whatever you want. But we're gonna go rate them again. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for making streaming so fun with me. I love talking with you guys. I feel like I'm better to express myself on here, and I love chatting with you guys. You guys are so fun. Like you guys make the stream fun. If I had nobody to talk to, I don't know what I would do. Whatever you want. Oh my god. Well, take that with a grain of salt, Faith. Oh my god. But go show this goblin an amazing time. We're just a little streamer, but like we're gonna go support them and say hi. Okay. I don't care at this point, Faith. Like, screw that. Oh, I get so flustered with you all. Next week, maybe I'll tell you guys about how the game went, okay? Oh my god, their models are so cute. I will get a 3D model one day. We will do that. I will put money towards it. Maybe I'll put like 80% of my profits on stream to that. But love you guys. Have a great night. Go drink some water. I'm going to go do that. Bye-bye. We're going to start the raid. But you guys, I don't know what else to say. F you guys. That's going to be the last thing. F you guys. Okay, go raid.